Hello, everyone. Is there anybody in chat? Hello, Sagacious. How
Hiya,
are you?
Dora. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everybody coming in.
Oh, did you cut off there, Sagacious?
Can you not hear me?
I can't hear you now. You just went a wee bit out.
Oh, that's not a good start, is it?
No, it's not.
I was just
Hello,
welcoming
John.
everybody and saying welcome everyone that's coming in.
Oh, yes. I want to go back and have a wee look to see who's in. There's John. Hello, John. Good to see you. And Bees Plus. I think Bees Plus, this is the first time I've ever seen you in here. Welcome. And where's Kenny, my friend? How are you? And Dave, of course, Dave. And Tracy. And who's that Sagacious Angel? And Kim D.
Oh, that's that dodgy one. Check
She
she's
is.
real.
And JD, lovely JD. It's all good to see you in here. Oh, you lurk Bees Plus. You see, I actually lurk in yours. And Gina, how are you, Gina? I do lurk in Bees Plus. Hi, Tara and DLV. And I know Sagacious goes over to Bees Plus as well.
I do, just recently, and I've been enjoying it, I have to say.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
And it's great. I actually enjoy her content. And I enjoy the chilled, laid back of her channel. Hi, Sarah. How are you? It's good to
Sarah
see
from the
everybody here.
UK.
And there's Grandma. AJ, of course you're welcome here. Why wouldn't you be? Oh, my goodness. Everybody's welcome here. Okay, you talk away there, Sagacious, until I...
Oh goodness, I don't know. Let's just carry on welcoming people. Sarah's got a UK flag, so I'm guessing you're from the UK. Did we all what do we all think about Stormy Eunice? We're all okay? Everyone's trampolines back in their gardens, and are we all okay after that? I have to say, I mean, thank goodness it was a bit of a damp squib where I was. It wasn't the massive event that it was forecast, but thank goodness for that. I hope everyone stayed safe in the UK.
It's bad,
Grandma
isn't it?
I come in peace.
Hi, sunshine.
She could listen to your voice all day.
Oh, I don't know about that. I nearly broke out in
Oh,
song.
Joe, a ghost. I love a ghost. A ghost comes in
Oh,
mine a
a
few
ghost.
times. A
Oh,
very good sub. I like them.
a ghost is lovely. And I first met a ghost on Lewis's channel. And I actually think maybe Rabbit's channel as well.
Yeah.
And there's Louise, mum of two men. So am I, actually, mum of two men. I still think of them as
Oh,
little Waynes.
ghost. I told you she was nice. I love you ladies so very much. How very
Oh,
nice. Hey, we're getting off to a good start. Should we just go now?
I think
I'm
we
like,
will. I think we will.
we'll
Um,
go while we're on top.
I think we will. And I think we have Dorothy backstage. And there's Janie. Is it Janie or No, Janie.
Yeah,
Oh
Jan, you
yeah.
batten down the hatches. Stereo on loud.
And
Do
let's
some
bring our
flaxing.
Dorothy up. Now, before we start our live, me and Sagacious and myself, we had already planned to do the live, and we were just going to we're still going to chat just about everything that's gone on around the tubes. It's been quite
Rocky.
rocky. Hello, Barky.
More
Um,
stormy than Stormy Eunice.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. And for me, I always liked a wee bit of drama, but it's actually got to the bit now that it's affecting people's mental health. Hello, SJ and Barky. And for me, I think it's just really got out of control. But I'm going to add Dorothy now. I would appreciate no one mention any creators in chat. None. I want everybody to be fair. And I'll add Dorothy, or she think I'm just going to ignore her.
I need, well, I guess it's,
Hello, Dorothy.
hi.
Hello, Dorothy.
Hi. Well, I just want to start by saying hello to Sagacious and Irish. How you doing, ladies?
Hello,
Jerry,
my dear.
run 1 second. I'm
Very good.
Okay, Jer.
grab
Right,
the
okay.
code off of a Roadblocks card for him. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, because one time he scratched so hard, he scratched the numbers off the card. It was a
It's
whole
a code,
process.
isn't it?
Oh, it was a nightmare because I had to get in touch with the Xbox people because it was an Xbox Live card for them to use the USB code or whatever it's called, the US, whatever those things are called, the barcode numbers, to able to apply the money to his account.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so it was a whole process. It was not easy, and I had
But
to wait
you
for
get
business.
sorted.
Yeah, it took a lot of effort. Here you go. You eat-
Marky,
all
can
right,
I mod you, my dear?
wait, can I just say, JD, I'm not sure why you're disappointed in me. I'm not sure what you think I did.
Hi,
Um,
Laurie.
but you know, I have emotions and feelings just like other people. I reacted to being slighted and completely betrayed, in my opinion, by
Right,
by Country Joe going on Kelly the Advocate's panel, who she knew was the equivalent to what Marie is to her. That's what Kelly is to me. She sat up there with grannies watching Kelly, and I don't know who the fourth person was, while they dragged me and talked vile about
right,
me.
Dorothy.
So
Let's.
I don't know why people would be disappointed with
Yeah,
me.
but we're going to have a chat tonight about
If it wasn't
everything.
for that, none of this would have happened. And did I react out of anger and revenge? Oh, yes, I did. I'm a human being too.
Right, we're going to have a wee
I don't
chat.
know why anybody would be disappointed in me. I did not betray
Dorothy,
her in any way.
I get that, but
Yeah.
let's
Well, I
just.
want people to know that the
Yep,
progression
yeah, that's fine. But listen,
that's being told.
no,
That
we're going to
part
have a chat.
happened first.
We're going
And
to have a
then I
chat.
reacted out of anger. So boom.
Right. No one in chat mentioned any
Oh,
creators'
Kelly's great,
names.
people. I'm gonna show you what Kelly's about. You don't even know Kelly Penny.
Dorothy,
You don't. I'm gonna show you tonight what Kelly's about.
I'm
She
going to
wanted
add
to
Country
attack me.
Joe.
I ignored her. I love
I'm
how
going
I
to add
have to show
Dorothy.
consideration to people that don't want to show it to me.
Dorothy.
Yeah, I get it, Jory. Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Right.
I'm
Um.
respectful, but I mean,
Okay.
this is just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No, we're going
I
to do this right.
let's just hit
And
Dorothy. I got 50 channels making things about me. I got thick skin. I can take it.
right, Dorothy.
Yeah.
We're going to have a nice chat.
Okay.
And I'm going to add CJ.
Okay.
Hello, CJ. How are you, my dear?
No good. Pretty
I
shit,
know
to
that.
be honest.
Right, now,
Hmm.
before we go on anymore, right? There's been enough hurt in this community
Mm-hmm.
in the last couple of days.
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, there's been a lot of hurt for me in the past 4 years, actually.
Yes, I get that.
Me too.
Um,
Me
can
too.
I say, I'm just wanting to,
Now, can I just say something?
well,
I'm not going
Dorothy
to.
just said quite a wee bit there, Neil, that I would like to reply to,
I'll
Okay.
listen. That's fine with me. Good.
right?
Can we start from the beginning?
Yeah, can I just
Where
reply to
we
what
all
she
got
just
here?
said, please? Neil.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I went on to Kelly the Advocate's panel. I didn't know who Kelly the Advocate was.
No, that's not true because you already admitted to me you did. 'Cause we're not going to be dishonest here. You knew
No,
I created my channel against Kelly.
Neil, for fuck's
Yes.
sake.
Dorothy, quiet, please.
Okay.
I didn't know who Kelly the fucking Advocate was.
Mhm.
Didn't know who she fucking was. I had to ask Jura who she was. Had to ask who Genetic Code was. I don't know who any of these people are, Dorothy.
That's
Right?
true. She didn't.
Now, I went on because Jess had mentioned me. And I went on to answer Jess. Right?
Mhm.
I told you all this when you phoned me yesterday. When you phone me and I says to you, I'll still love you, Dorothy. I'll still support you, Dorothy. You're the one that says you had to walk away from me. You're the one that says that I had betrayed you when I hadn't said a bad word about you. My issue, Dorothy, is that you then left that phone call and went to the fuckers that have ruined my fucking life. And I've just been told that you were mocking the fact that I went to hospital last week. Where did all this hatred come from, Dorothy? I don't understand it. You were angry that I didn't want to fall out with anybody. Fair enough, I understand that. It's hard to see somebody sit on a live when you think that you're friends. I understand that. The reaction and what you done was fucking so out of order. And I didn't deserve that.
Shall we have a response from
Yep.
Dorothy?
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Dorothy.
But she doesn't want to feel my emotions. I did exactly what you did in return. Was it in revenge and not a spite? Yeah, I was. And then you struck my channel 4 times overnight. That was your reaction?
How can you say that that's the
To
same?
try to silence me on panels where you're sitting there and encouraging me to use your content to help expose you to this new community you were joining. You struck videos from the beginning of December. That's
Dorothy, I
so
will deal with the copyright.
victimization.
We'll
Right.
deal with the copyright strike thing in a minute. You just
Yes.
said that you done what I done.
Yeah,
I didn't go to people and talk about you. I didn't contact people. You or who did
Right.
it?
CJ and Dorothy, I'm going to mute
I
you
didn't do
both.
nothing to you. I was still
I'm
being
going to mute the both of you, so I don't like doing it. But there's been a lot of hurt. And it started, from what I can gather, when CJ went into Kelly's channel. Now, I do know for a fact that CJ went in to defend herself. She went up on panel, and it went from there. Now, Dorothy has a right to be hurt by that because, I mean, she had feelings too.
Because it's the equivalent of, Dorothy feels it's the equivalent of Dorothy popping up on Marie's panel or something like that.
Yes.
It's the equivalent. Dorothy equivalates Kelly, her Marie is her Kelly. So it's Dorothy sees it as an equivalent.
And both sides have been very badly hurt. I'm going to unmute. Both sides have been very badly hurt. Yeah.
Can I answer that?
Yep.
It's not the equivalent. It is in no way the equivalent. She went to them.
Of course it's not.
Sagacious. Here's what the equivalent would have been, right?
Oh.
If people had seen that Dorothy and I weren't talking, and Marie and all that had went in on their own back and said, and whatever, and Dorothy let them have their say, that would be the equivalent. I didn't go to Kelly Advocates panel to talk about Dorothy. Dorothy went to Marie and all them. And by the way, Dorothy and I had spoke. Dorothy had told me what she thought. It was just malicious.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, Dorothy, do you want to respond?
Well, of course it doesn't feel like the equivalent to her because CJ doesn't feel what I'm feeling. She shouldn't have even been. Know what I did when she told me about Marie? I never went and even looked at her channel to listen. And I'm sure they've had panels when my name was mentioned. But you know why I wouldn't have known about it? Because I didn't give them the time of day. And that's the same consideration that should have been given me. I've given her blind, ironclad loyalty, and she didn't show it in return.
I
Just
didn't
because
go
they
to
mentioned her
Kelly
name,
to talk about you,
I
Dorothy.
already knew, CJ. You had been told who Kelly was. She wasn't a part of this community. She had started making videos about me and attached herself into this community to attack me, just like Marie has done trying to chase you. It's the same thing. And by the time you hit that link, you knew who Kelly was. Maybe you didn't know when you first came, but once it was explained to you, you knew. My channel started.
Did you watch that live, Dot? Did you watch it live? Kelly's live.
I don't care if you didn't say a negative word about me.
But
I
what I
think-
mean is, what I want you to know is that I didn't.
Can I just say, okay, I'm listening to Marie's channel and they say, Dorothy's accepted CJ. And I say, oh my God, let me go hit the link. And I go hit it. And I say, but CJ and I are good friends. And then I just sit there while they're dragging you. And I just sit on Marie's panel while they're just dragging you.
CJ, do you want to respond?
How that would feel? I didn't do
I
Marie's.
don't understand why I can't. I don't understand why you can't see the difference.
Right.
I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to cause you any
No.
pain. I didn't set out to hurt you in any way.
But it did. No, because you didn't consider me, CJ. Because you feel like you're being slighted, and no matter who it's gonna hurt, CJ
It was
has to
hard,
be
Dorothy.
CJ has
It
to
was
be
hard.
and CJ has to be right. I don't even know why you're listening, Kelly. I don't go listen to Marie. Kelly
I-
chased me into this community like Marie's chasing you around.
But Dorothy,
I
the
know.
only reason I went in was because Marie was in that chat talking
That's
about
true,
me. That's
Dorothy.
why I
That
went
is
in.
true. That is true.
Yeah, so she could have replied from her panel. I don't
get
care.
that.
You don't think my name hasn't been mentioned over in that community? I just never went to go see. I don't care.
Yes,
wouldn't
I get
have gone
that.
over there to feel like I had to defend myself because
But
I don't care what they're saying.
yeah,
But why CJ has to defend herself in the channel that's chased me into this community, has nonstop made videos about me. Now she's going to get a response. She's been begging for a response. She's going to get it. Why would you feel like your feelings are any different than mine, CJ?
right.
I never
don't-
listen. If
I
She
they
don't-
doesn't. Now listen,
Well, she-
I'm going to add, Laurie.
that she's saying, and did I?
Dorothy, I just didn't want to fall out with anybody. I didn't want
Aye.
to fall out with anybody.
Hello, Laurie. Welcome
I
to the
came to
channel.
a community where it was nothing but fighting and
I did
hassle.
too. Ask Jura. I did too. You're not the only one that had bad feelings on YouTube, CJ.
I
We've-
know that. I know.
I think
Understand that.
yeah, there's been a lot of hurt and there's been a lot of past that sadly, look, we're not all aware of everybody's past communities that they come from. Now, we could go over and over who's right and who's wrong in all
There's
this.
nothing wrong with me, Dippity Doo. You got something to say? Come to my channel and in my platform.
Please,
You could come up.
any comments? Scacious, can you remove
Or
any
even-
comments?
There's something wrong with you, Dippity Doo, because all you do is have my name in your mouth.
Right. Any comments with
Free.
any creators' names, any creator
Wow.
will be removed.
Just ridiculous.
Please be
We're
respectful.
gonna sit here and let the chat now slay me.
No,
Too
they
bad.
won't.
I
I've told
watched it out of spite and hate. I'm admitting that.
Scacious,
When my feelings get
want-
hurt, I have emotions too. If she found me on Marie's panel sitting there while they were dragging her, not saying anything negative about her, you don't think CJ would have reacted? Oh, she would have reacted harshly. You know how she reacted to last night? She struck my channel 4 times.
right. I'm going to.
Struck my channel.
Hello, Laurie. Right, Dorothy. I'm going to mute and I'm going to speak. Right.
That's love. That's friendship. No, it's not.
Right. I'm going to speak because we're not getting anywhere. Right. Moving forward, there's been, right. We know that there's been wrong done in all parts here. So, moi, this isn't about Jess. I've asked you to stop bringing people's names up in chat. And I'm asking you to do it twice now, so please. Don't mention anybody else in this chat. Right. How can we move forward from this?
Can I say something?
Yes, please. I would love you to.
Okay, so obviously I came into the community with CJ, me and Barky and a few others came in. Now everybody, like back in November, everybody was friends. Dorothy was friends with Jess. We were all working together, talking about NC. And then the big fallout with Dorothy and Jess. Now that was really, really hard because I like Jess, I like Dorothy.
Mhm.
And sitting back watching them tearing each other apart, I sat back. I couldn't go into people's lives. I just didn't want to get involved. And CJ's been the same. She says, I just don't want to get involved because I like both parties. But with Dorothy, we felt a bit more allegiance to because she had supported us with a lot of stuff that had gone on. We've explained stuff that's gone on with our old community. Dorothy, I've done nothing to you, absolutely nothing. And you did something to spite CJ, but you hurt me in the process because you allowed them to sit there for 4 hours slagging not just CJ off, but me. You allowed them to rip me apart, tell lies about me. You allowed that. And I did absolutely nothing to you, Dorothy. Nothing.
Well, can I answer?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, Lori, I think you just got caught in the crossfire. Honestly, you didn't even come to my mind when it was happening, and I apologize for that. It was CJ that I had no regard for anymore. She literally went to the very person that I feel the same. She chased me into this community. I've been having problems with her for 2 years too. She's made video after video about me. She threatened to come to my house. She made a series of 8 videos where she dragged my child so disgustingly and other people's children. I have them saved. Maybe I'll play them tonight for people to remind them of the real Kelly the Advocate. By the time CJ hit that link, she knew what Kelly was to me. My channel was created against Kelly. That's what the name was at first. That's how bad my feelings are towards Kelly. So the fact that she would even listen, I've never gone to go listen to any of the people from your old community. That's how fiercely I was loyal. You guys didn't show that in return. And even today, you're making a video and you have my name in the title. And I do feel some type of way, Jared, that you would show up in that chat. You're supposed to be my friend. I've known you for years. And you would show up in a chat where the video is created to fucking drag me. I'm fine with this.
What my life? Are you on about my life?
I'm just the big bad wolf.
Are
No,
you
you're
on
not.
about my life? Is that what you're talking about? My life?
Jura, can I say something, please?
Yes, please.
See that Dawn you had on your panel last night?
Mm-hmm.
He has gave my address out 4 times. She gave my brother's personal details, my sister-in-law. She contacted my abusive ex-partner.
Kelly did that stuff to me.
But what I'm saying is,
she created a channel with my full legal name, Dorothy Marie Fratalolo Capalupo, with pictures of my children in it. Pictures, screenshots of all my Facebook private posts. She did all that to me too. Can you not see that what you did was the equivalent of me going to hit Marie's link?
No, it's not.
It's not. No, you can't feel that, but I feel that way about Kelly. Sorry, you can't feel that.
I didn't mean to hurt you, Dorothy.
You're diminishing me. You're diminishing my feelings.
No, I'm acknowledging your feelings. I'm saying I agree with you.
Lori's saying no.
But what I'm saying is, the difference is I didn't set out to hurt you. It was a snowball effect. I went on because I was being spoke about, and that then meant I was on her panel. That I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't.
The thing is,
I'll just go hit Marie's link and just say, well, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to hurt you. Even though I know what Marie means to you.
Oh, Dorothy, come on.
You just can't have the I don't know forever. It's been 4 months you guys have been around now.
Dorothy, I didn't know. I didn't know who this Kelly was.
Can I ask you something, Dorothy? Can I ask you something honestly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See the person that they sat, now I didn't watch it, but I know what they would have said because they've said that a million times. See the person that they spoke about last night, the CJ they spoke, and Lorraine that they spoke about. Have you seen that in us in the 4 months that you've known us?
I don't know what you're asking. Your accent kind of fucked me up. I don't understand when you speak in your
Lorraine, can you say it? Maybe.
Say that again.
I didn't understand what you were saying.
I'm saying, did Dorothy recognise who they were talking about?
No, I didn't recognize a lot of the names, actually.
But you knew they were talking about me and CJ.
Well, yeah, I knew they were talking about CJ, but you just got caught in the crosshair fight. Lori, I didn't even consider you, honestly. And
that's what I mean, though. You didn't think. You'd already spoken to CJ on the
I
phone
didn't
about
cross
it.
his blood, Lori. I didn't fucking betray CJ. She betrayed me. And
You
then
betrayed me. You didn't even think.
What did she think about my child? Or how I've been fucking violated? Or
Oh my
how
God, she went
my-
over there because someone was talking about her. She didn't even think about that kind of shit. Do you know what I mean?
You know the level of loyalty I showed? I never fucking even went and listened to Marie or ever sought out their community. I never ever went and looked for them.
But you did yesterday. You
Yesterday,
went
I
to
did,
Marie
yes,
and you looked them
after
all
CJ
up.
went on Kelly's panel. I don't know why she was even listening to Kelly. Like I'm saying, I never even gave her the time of day.
Well, who
So
gave her the link?
why
CJ, who gave you the link?
the time of day? Someone who chased me into this community and who has done the same things to me.
Well, you got me back, Dorothy. You got me
Right.
back.
So let's. Right.
No,
Can
I
I just
think
say
that was-
something?
And then you got me back by striking my channel 4 times.
I will retract those strikes.
Oh,
As soon as this live ends,
Dorothy?
I will retract those strikes, okay?
well,
I
that's
just,
if
I
let's-
just don't
let's-
think.
I was angry. I was
that's
right.
hurt, I was
traffic
angry.
either.
Everybody was angry.
You don't have the
Dorothy?
right to try to cancel somebody off of YouTube.
Dorothy.
Cancel culture. No, I have to speak my
It's the same
mind.
thing, though.
I know
what
that,
you
but
did-
this.
But I do
What did I
appreciate
say earlier?
CJ. I'm going to say thank you. Thank you, CJ. I do appreciate that you're recognizing that that was done out of anger. And I did what I did out of anger as well.
It's not okay. Nothing was okay.
No.
Nothing that was been done is okay. Everybody knows that there's been a lot of hurt. Now, we can keep going over all this, and it's still not going to resolve it. But what are we going to do from this moment on, right?
Mm-hmm.
People's mental health has been affected. There's been, I've seen it. Sagacious, we've all seen it. Laurie, everybody's seen it.
And I
That-
don't want to hurt CJ like that. I honestly,
No.
I'm sorry I mocked that you went to the hospital. I was really angry. And like you overstepped boundaries, I did too. And I do apologize. And Lori, I didn't even consider you, and I should have.
That's
Yeah.
hurtful within
I can see
itself. Do you know what I mean? It's and
Mhm.
the fact that you sat for 4 hours listening to them slag me off too. It's that just
hurtful,
doesn't
yes.
that doesn't
Yeah.
wash really.
Well, I know. And there was a build up too. Like, I've kept my chat absolutely completely safe for CJ, gave her a wrench so she can send out people that she felt were in there to harass her. And I wasn't given that same consideration in CJ's chat. I didn't even feel safe going in there anymore. I was constantly being mentioned and dragged. People were going in there just to talk to each
No,
other.
Dorothy, I never let anybody slag
And
you
I
off in
didn't
my
hold that
chat.
against you. Well, they have been. You just can't, as a creator, we all know it's impossible to speak and keep up with every comment. And I'm not holding that against you. I just stayed away. But it was starting to make me feel some type of way because initially, yeah, you didn't know all the players. But once you start to get to know people and you're seeing that somebody is bringing my children up, and I didn't do that first. My children were brought up. My parenting was questioned. I've been accused of smoking meth. Like, get a fucking grip, people. I've never even seen meth. Like, come on. I was addicted to opiates. And I wouldn't be talking. I'd be in a nod if I was using. So everybody needs to get a grip. Stop making accusations like that. They think they're gonna run me off of YouTube? It's never gonna happen. Just makes me stronger.
Can I just reiterate a couple of points that both of you have made that you might have forgotten a couple of minutes ago?
Yes.
CJ said, I really didn't mean to hurt you, Dorothy. From the bottom of her heart, she didn't mean to hurt you. And you have said to CJ, oh my God, I did go a bit far. I was hurt and it was out of anger. And you have apologised a couple of times. So can we remember the things that we have, the nice things we've said to each other, maybe?
Absolutely, but you're missing the end of the story that after she doubled down and then struck my channel 4 times trying to get me removed. See, did you know I used that money on my son in my household?
Yeah, but
It's
Dorothy, just remember what
Dorothy.
CJ just said to you 2 minutes ago. She said that was out of anger and she's going to retract that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I want
You
her
can't do
to
any more than that.
Yes,
when
Dorothy,
she's
but
doing that to
remember,
a channel, what that implication has to a person. I'm a single mother.
Dorothy,
That money, and I don't beg for money. I don't drop links. I don't do anything. So I don't get a lot, but the little bit I do get, it helps me buy extras for my son. And by trying to strike me like that, you could have got my channel removed last night.
No, I knew you had 7. You get 7 days, and they wouldn't have ringed you right away.
But
So,
okay.
right.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
everybody has agreed that there's been things done that they regret, right? But there's certain people, and I think we all know this, would just love to keep this going.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. On both sides. Where's it all going to end? It's just going to be tit for tat, tit for tat. It's going to get nasty and nastier and nastier. So we either can say, right, we're going to move on from this. We can ignore each other, not talk about each other, not allow our chat or be on a panel that talks about each other. Would that not be the best outcome here?
100%.
I'll
Wouldn't it?
definitely agree to that. That if
That
anybody
is wonderful.
they'll be
I
removed.
heard that. I'm just going to stop there. I heard both of you say, yes, that is what
Yes,
you would like to happen.
absolutely. If anybody mentions her name, they'll be removed immediately.
Okay, that's fair
And I'll
enough.
do the same.
Right. So you have both said publicly that the past is the past, and I'm going to be honest, nobody needs to keep bringing this up as well in other chats.
Oh, they're gonna.
These 3 ladies have decided. Are you okay with that, Laurie?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I really like Lori, and I respect you, Lori, and I find you to be quite inspirational. And when you shaved your head, it was a beautiful thing. Like,
Yeah.
I
She's
adore
great.
you, and I'm sorry I didn't consider you. I honestly did not consider you, and I'm really extremely sorry for that. And I should have, but my sights were on CJ, and honestly, I'm going to admit I did that out of spite.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Thank you for admitting that, Dorothy.
Well, it's the truth.
Dorothy,
And-
can I ask you a favour?
Yes.
Could you take that live down?
Well, I'll do that when you go convince Kelly to take that other live down.
But I don't talk about you in that live.
You're sitting there, and that's showing support, CJ. I see the difference is, CJ, I never went and even gave Marie or any of those people 1 minute of my time. Not 1 minute. I never even went to go see what their channels were, what they were about. Honestly, I didn't even know the names of their channels.
Dorothy, can I just say something?
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't have to jump in every time your name's mentioned, CJ. I understand you're
No,
more
I
sensitive
think
than
you're
me,
right.
but you do really don't have to jump in every time your name's mentioned.
No, I agree.
I think CJ has, we were talking about that. Sometimes you see your name mentioned.
You
and
just
you
want
want
to
to-
defend lies.
Yeah.
You just want to defend it. It's
You
hard.
want to jump up and
Yeah,
defend
that's
that.
look. People are saying, look, and I agree. It's not CJ's live to
No,
be
it's not.
taken down. It's Kelly's live.
Yeah, but you're right.
Don't
You're
give Kelly that power, Dorothy.
Yeah,
Don't give her that
you're
power.
right. I'll make it private. I'll take it down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'll make one condition as soon as the strikes come off my channel. How's
I
that?
will do that. I will email them.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
Because you know that if
Can I
she
just
thinks
say,
she's got...
I'm really, really proud of all you
I know.
ladies. I know I sound a bit soft, but I'm really welling up here. No, honestly, I'm really, really proud of you guys.
It's gone too far. I personally like every person on this panel. I really like everyone on this panel. And I know I'm just a sub, but I know there was hundreds of subs
You're not
feeling the
just a
same way.
sub. You're my friend, Jura. You're
Well,
not
you-
just a sub to me. You know
No,
that.
I know that, Dorothy. I know that. But you also know I have a soft spot for CJ and Laura,
Yeah, I know you do.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to see either of yous hurt. And that's
I
what
don't
was
like to
happening.
see any. I don't like to see any of you hurt.
No,
And I had a huge soft spot for Dorothy.
I know.
She
I
might
know.
not
I
believe
spoke
it,
to
but it's true.
CJ and Laurie today about a certain person. They weren't aware of everything, Dorothy. They are now. Moving forward, they are now.
All right. That's fair. Okay.
I filled them in on everything. But again, I'm not their boss.
I mean,
They can go wherever they want.
I know that. Yeah, I know that. But if they're gonna, if I mean, come on, for every action there's a reaction from people. There just is.
Yeah.
That's the facts of life.
Do you know
And-
something? Do you know something, Dorothy? And I mean this. I really mean it. They were determined to get on somewhere and
Yeah.
tell their story. Now
They
they've
were.
done it. Now they got to say anything that they wanted. So surely that means now that they can just leave me alone,
Well, I would hope so. Yeah. Well, they got their voice was heard, right?
right?
I didn't understand all of it. To tell you the truth, about 80% of it was going over my head.
Right.
Honest to God, I didn't understand some of the people they were mentioning, and I did try to hold them accountable. Like, did you guys ever do this in return? They denied it, but I knew that wasn't true. I said, so you're not willing to admit that you've done this in return? And they said no. Because I
They've all
think
done shit. They've all done shit.
because you've
Every
taken
single one of them.
accountability, you've taken accountability in the past and said, I've done things I'm not proud of in the old community I came from. It
100%.
got dirty.
Right.
And they weren't able to take any accountability.
No.
Can
I
I
didn't
just
notice that.
interrupt 1 minute? Sorry. I'd like to say the person that I was talking about was not Granny. That I was talking to CJ today about, and Laurie, and you both
No.
agree.
Why is somebody insinuating that? I'm not reading chat because, people,
Everybody should like Granny if they want to like Granny. Everybody can like whoever the hell they want.
I
Right?
have a moderator that goes into Granny's chats and supports her. I never hold people to that standard. It's not fair.
Get somebody from our old
tell
community.
somebody
That's all
where
I'm
to
going to say.
But when you're telling me you're my friend and I'm giving you a level of loyalty, I'm going to expect that in return. And I felt like CJ, honestly, that's how I felt. Now I'm going to take into consideration
Yes,
that you didn't know the whole history.
she
But
didn't.
I do have to say, you did know that Kelly and I are fucking enemies. You did know that much.
Yeah, I knew there was history with you guys.
But
Yeah.
Not to that
I
level.
told you today.
Right. Okay.
No, to be honest, and I'm not lying here. I thought your biggest nemesis was, that other one.
Who?
Can I say the name? Broken Justice.
BJ.
Oh no, I just dismiss her. She's never been a creator that chased me around. She's just an account. She's a troll. She's somebody who doxed me. She's the only person who ever had. She already admitted to dox me. Ask Jura. She admitted to giving my information out, so she could go around on her lying campaign all she wants. She admitted to giving it to Raven, who is a part of Kelly's crew, and it made it to the people that Broken Justice wanted it to make it to. Were the people that I created my channel about. 2 weeks after I created my channel, that's when she gave out my She picked right after I created my channel. Then she started hate texting me like a freak, these long ass hate texts. It was the weirdest thing. So she deliberately did that to me. And it got to Kelly immediately. And then the channel was created with my full legal name.
Right.
You know,
And
and this is the thing. There's always history, and
And history that not everyone knows. But even if you're quite close to people, you miss things. You might not know every detail.
and
It's hard to understand the context of a lot of it when you went. It must be hard for you guys to hear us talk about things that went on in our community because you weren't there, so it is harder to understand it.
I've got a good gist of it. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, girls. Laurie
There's
and
a long history.
Uh-huh.
They admitted it was like 4 years.
Right.
Back and forth, friendships, friendships coming together. So you guys have all had a long history, and it got pretty toxic.
The thing is that I heard that they said that they want an apology, but we have the things that we felt we had to apologise for. We did many times. Sometimes you get to the point where you're like, you know what, yous have done that much now that no, I'm not going to apologise. Yous are the ones that are following us about and harassing us. We just wanted to move on.
and they weren't allowed to move on.
That's true.
And I said that to you, Dorothy.
Yeah,
it's like, can you imagine?
But Kelly did chase me into this community.
Yeah.
She did do that to me.
Yeah.
She was never a part of this group, ever.
No, she wasn't. And there's other people, and I'm not going to mention them.
And then you have
But
the
they've
people
also
that
followed
hate
in.
songs with her, and it's so pathetic.
It's only doing this because of their dislike, not really even of Dorothy. It's someone else that isn't even on YouTube at the moment. And it's just silly. But then not everyone knows all the history. They don't know the story. I mean, me and Dorothy, let's be honest, we've had a lot of, the last couple of weeks have been a bit tough.
Something Irish real quick. Penny, if you would like CJ to be able to go wherever she wants, then I should be allowed that same freedom. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dorothy, I've done the retraction, so it usually takes a couple hours,
Thank
but
you.
I've done it.
Thank you.
I respect that. Thank you. I really do appreciate that.
And listen, can I just say, and I said this to Jura this morning,
Mhm.
I know it was wrong putting in the copyright strikes. I know it was wrong. I don't agree with it, and I shouldn't have done it. I was just in such a state of anger and anxiety, and I wanted to lash out, I'm telling you, I wouldn't have seen it through. I wouldn't have.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And I appreciate it, CJ. And I appreciate you, Laurie, because I know that you've been through them all as well.
To have complete transparency, 2 of them were already shot back at you and denied. So the other 2 were in review. One I fucked up. I have to resubmit. But that's where they were standing. To come after videos that old,
Yeah,
really
Dorothy.
of CJ. Well, I want to talk
Dorothy.
about this.
No, there's no point.
I respect what she's
Let's-
saying. I do respect it, and I appreciate that.
Yes, we leave it and we move on.
Let me tell you, I think that it shows a lot of growth on both of our parts.
Yes.
Because this could have gone very differently.
Yes, it could.
For both of us.
We can all agree that everyone maybe hasn't acted. They've acted just an impulse.
An anger. Yeah.
An anger.
Mm-hmm.
And, we've all done it. You done it. We've all done it. But there's no point of hashing. Because it's just hurting again and again and again.
True.
The others say it's over. It's never mentioned again.
Mm-hmm.
And we move on. Now, that's not to say everybody has to be the best buds in the world. But you have both agreed that there'll be no negative chat allowed in your comments.
No.
About any of you.
No.
Right? They're all automatically removed. And if people respect you, they'll not do it. If they don't respect you, well, then they'll get their comments removed.
Yes.
Mr. Shannon Knight. Oh my God. Who replaced Jer with my mother? I know.
Mr. Shannon Knight's lovely.
I love him. But if people respect you and want to be there for the right reason, they'll not do that.
No, yeah. Listen, everybody should want the creator that they like to be in a place where all they need to worry about is making content to entertain you guys. That is what YouTube's meant to be about.
I know that.
And that's what you excel at, CJ. CJ, you absolutely excel at that, entertaining people.
Can I just say that we've been watched and been commented about?
Yeah, they're all live now over the
No way. Oh, no way. And I actually...
Dolly, sorry. Dolly, you make me ick too, sweetheart. So, whatever.
But can I say to you guys, like, the approach I take is I wouldn't have even known CJ was on Kelly's. I don't listen to any of her shit. I don't listen to anything Granny says. All the channels that are making videos about me, I don't listen to them. You guys really need to start taking that approach. I'm telling you, if you're going to move on, cut it off. If you weren't paying attention to that, you wouldn't even be getting annoyed with them right now. I'm telling you, ignorance is bliss. Take that advice and you will have so much more happiness on YouTube. You are picking a scab by watching that negativity, ladies. I'm telling you.
Do you know what, Dorothy? Sitting here, reading what they're they're putting down. It's like like they're just never ever going to accept responsibility for their own actions. They're never. Me and CJ have owned our shit over
Yes,
and over
you
again.
have.
We've
You
made
definitely have.
apologies. You know, what do they want? What do they want us to just fuck off from YouTube altogether? Because they've won. Because I won't be back. I'm
Well,
done.
no, because I don't agree with them wanting you guys off YouTube because that's not okay. Cancel culture is
No.
not okay. To silence another creator because they have an opinion, that's like a dictatorship. Who would support something like that? That's ridiculous. So you shouldn't leave. Don't let them run you off.
I've got other things to be doing now, Dorothy. I'm supposed to be writing a bloody book, and I
I
keep getting
know.
dragged
What's
back
that
into
all
it.
about?
It's a children's book. It's based on my nephew that's got leukemia.
Mm.
Oh, and it's to help other children or families going through that.
No, wow, it's more of a like a little adventure kind of
Oh,
book,
nice.
and it's a sort of
Listen, I've heard the storyline and it's so clever. If she puts her mind to it and does it, it will be very successful. It's so clever, Lorraine.
thank you,
Oh,
thank you.
Can
well,
I just say,
And to distract somebody who might be going through that to go on that adventure.
Sorry.
Is the book meant for another child's going through that struggle and to help them get distracted and go on that adventure?
Yes.
that's
Yes.
a good way to put it.
Nice.
I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's because it's a process, like the whole thing with the treatment and everything. It is a process, and it's sort of kind of reflected in the book. So yeah, thank you.
I think that would be brilliant.
Mm,
But
Do you
also
know,
what you said, Dorothy, about me and you can not listen to people if it's about us or it's about someone that we like. We just don't listen. I know that.
Well, because if I did listen, I would have to start
Yes,
defending myself. That's why I don't listen.
but this is what I said to you as well. I can switch off and I refuse to listen. But Sagacious and CJ and Laurie and Helen, who's in the chat,
Too nosy.
you want to listen. I get that because you also want to defend yourselves.
No, I'm just
you
nosy.
know what? I think what Dorothy said is right, and I reflected on this a lot the other day. Right, you see how I've been so super defensive.
Yeah.
And I jump as soon as one of them come in, and I'm like, oh, that's one of my trolls. I think that's wrong. I think I'm giving them more.
But you're giving them the power to hurt
Yeah.
you. That you need to take your power back.
Yes, I think you're right, Angel, and I think I've just got to accept that they're going to turn up and they're going to say things, and hope that the people that know me, that watch me, don't recognise the person that they talk about.
Can I just say something? Listen, guys, why don't you just crack on with your community, your so-called beautiful community full of people that are not even like able to own up to any kind of shit, that do shady, sneaky shit in the background, which is why we walked away from you in the first place. So you crack on with your community because we're not interested. Just
Can I
leave us alone.
Are they
Just
watching us? Are they watching us and
just leave
reacting?
us alone.
Can I just say to everybody over in Anne's live right now that Anne and the rest of them sat for 4 hours ripping us to bits last night, and there you are, live again, talking about us again. At least Laurie and I, we've got other content. We don't focus on you.
You guys have done some lives about them too. I mean, what I want to say to you guys, both sides, can you guys come together and just fucking hash it out once and for all?
They
Say
won't do it, Dot.
each
Dot,
other
they won't.
and just fucking put it to bed.
I asked them to come on tonight, and not one of them came in.
Yeah,
I unblocked them all, and not one of them came
Well,
in.
That's not really.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Dolly is just a mock to the fact that I'm writing a children's book. Dolly, I've just said what it's about, you evil, vindictive, nasty, vile bitch. Fuck off and go and fucking play with your little friends in your stupid little cesspit.
I don't watch it, Kills.
Nasty,
I don't
vile
watch it.
bitch.
I can't. It would send me ill.
So what if Jura did a panel? Because she's a great mediator.
Jura, I would be there
You
100%.
guys just fight it out and just, hey, just put it to bed once and for all. Say the ugly things they want to say to you. You say it back to them and just put it to bed. And maybe
Honestly, I would do that, no problem. They won't though.
that's great. You guys are willing to do it. So maybe Jura, maybe you could try to facilitate something so that they can finally have some peace and the other side can have some peace and they could both all move on. I mean,
because what are they wanting to get from this?
I don't know what the end game is.
What is it? What do they actually want from these two girls, woman?
They want an apology that they're never going to get because they've had the apologies. They're never
But you
going
know
to
what,
get
Lorraine?
an apology from me.
But you know what, Lorraine? If they would come
I
on,
did, Jude.
right, and tell their story and one by one and say to me and you, this is why we want an apology, it gives us the chance to reply and say, is that okay? Well, you know what? You did this, 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 this. Are you willing to apologise?
But it's like
me, no, I'm
the
not.
Sims
I'm not
game that was told.
I
Right.
tell that story.
Yes. Now, Dorothy, I want you to listen to this.
If they apologise to me for all the shit that they've said about me, then I'll apologise back. Until then,
That's fair.
Laurie, tell the story about the Sims game.
Now, this Dorothy was told so many times that you would think there was a sex tape. But let it hear the right way.
Right, okay, so can we talk about the Sims, right? When me and CJ fell out a couple of years ago, she did a video which was a bit sort of thingy, and
that was hilarious.
Well, yeah, when I watched it back sort of like lately, I'm like, it was a bit like horrific when I watched myself being like blasted in the face. But and let's not forget who gave you the software, CJ.
Yes,
He's sitting there acting like a shit don't stink, but she was the one that gave CJ the software to do.
Oh, they loved it. They thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. So then me, CJ, Marissa were sat on the phone. We were all laughing and joking and blah 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 blah. And CJ, so because Lainey was like right up the Ingham's arses, she had like what was it? What attachment was it? It was some kind of like add-on that you had, and it actually showed like their private parts.
It was a sex thing.
But it was a private thing between.
It was between the three of us.
There was three people, only Dorothy in this, and they shared it between themselves.
It was never meant for anyone else but me, CJ, and Marissa.
It was private.
Yes, it was a private one. It was never, the only person that shared the link was Marissa. She admitted to it. She just took screenshots of Lainey doing a reverse cowgirl on Chris. Sorry, but it was. I mean, it was the sim. It was supposed to represent her. It wasn't her. Do you know what I mean? Because you can't get an exact likeness
of
a
computer game.
Person. Do you know what I mean?
It's a computer game. And by the way, see the original one that I did post online? The police were phoned, and the police came, and I showed them a video, and the police pissed themselves laughing, Jura.
I mean, but
I videoed it and put it on YouTube.
But why? Right, this shows you that there was three people. You shared this. You had a bit of a laugh and a wee bit of gag, and then somebody screen recorded it. Well, it was.
Well, the point is last night on Dorothy's Live, they changed the whole story and said that I put it out there. Yeah. That was a lie. They would never have known about it if we didn't have somebody that
someone shared it. And we didn't share it. It wasn't like the link wasn't just passed about like to show everybody. One person had that. It screenshot it, some of the
It had to
scenes.
be the third person that was in there. Obviously, it's not hard to track who.
She sent it to one person, that person sent it to another person, that person sent it on, and that person sent it to Lainey. And that's when it all come out. It was never, ever, ever meant to have been anywhere but for me and CJ and Marissa to see. No, none of them should have seen it.
Right.
It was a joke. It was a laugh. Do you know what I mean? It was never going to go public.
No. It's just an example of how things get twisted.
And
disgusting they are. Oh, okay, Dolly. You're such a sweet and innocent little miss.
I think I will ask them. I would like to ask them something. And my question to them would be, these two ladies have left the community. They've come over to a new community. They didn't want to talk about you. They didn't want any coming, back and forth. So they've moved on. Why did you feel that you had to come over and send emails?
And remember, they tried to go on Natasha's. They tried to go on Carolyn's. They tried to go on Jess's. They'd already tried to go on Dorothy's in the past.
Yeah, and whenever they sent me emails, I forwarded them right to CJ.
Yep.
In reply, I didn't even read them. I just said, CJ, people are sending me these here. And I made her aware of it.
Right, that's true.
Hold on a minute. Dolly wants me to sing for her. Hey, sit down on your seat. Shut your mouth.
No, this Mel.
Yes.
Mel, if I was you, I would shut my mouth, Mel, because you're the one that tells everybody that you can be trusted and that you don't repeat anything anybody says ever. Didn't you, Mel? What a load of shit that was, huh? Because I've been told that you had plenty to say about what I told you in private. You rat. She is a rat.
It's madness. And it's like, it seems to be that on YouTube, this seems to be the norm. You leave a community and people follow you.
Yeah, they just don't want to let you go.
It's not only these people. I mean,
they're going on about, but you were still torturing people. And no, you were reacting to their stupid videos, stupid bloody comments all over Epics, and expected us to absolutely say nothing. Mocking people's spelling, calling them thick and stupid, mocking me, the fact that I'm living with my ex, mocking this, mocking that. They mocked everything. Anne is the most arrogant, condescending person I know. That's it. That's what she is. She causes shit left, right, and centre. I'd love to know who this what was that guy's name? Trevor, email me or CJ and give us the lowdown on Anne then, please.
Was that the same Trevor that was in your live tonight?
I don't know. I think they might have been taking the piss. But they're not me, or it's not me or CJ. We don't know who it is.
I can hear you guys. I gotta run and stir my spaghetti.
Oh, that's okay.
Keep going.
Could be someone who's just fucking trying to stir the pot. Do you know what I mean? Another, the whole incident with Angel and Steph and all that shit, that it turned out that it was all fake accounts, apparently.
That's not her Angel.
No.
No, not you, darling. Not Sagacious. Another angel called Conscientious Angel.
Who now talks to the man that fucking bullied into it. Oh, I can't even talk about that. It's just unbelievable.
He's
high shift.
But CJ, can I ask you, because obviously everyone's worried about you and hoping you're okay, do you feel a little better?
Oh, definitely, Angel. I don't want any of this. And you know what, Angel? They all know that about me. They all know that I would never mention them ever again. And they just, and I'm glad that I don't want to be fighting with Dorothy. I don't want to fight with anybody.
Really, Hold
I
on a
know
minute,
that.
Dawny, sweetheart, honestly, you really are making an ass of yourself. Yep, take your lying ass and your mates away from our community and don't come back. Sweetheart, we've
Are
been
you
trying to get away
Jesus
from you
Christ?
for the last 6 bloody months. Leave us alone. It's not
Dawn,
that bloody hard, is it?
you
Liar, you're the biggest liar I know. And a snake. You sagged CJ off behind her back when you were supposed to be friends. So just take it, yeah? Take it
Dawn's
and fuck off.
Dawn's done me more to me than any of them. Real life.
Yeah.
She's done more
No,
to me.
Pixie, I won't. What are you going to do about it?
You know, there. I think this continuous, lives about you, following you about. Everybody has held their hands up and said, "Look, we've all done wrong."
No, they haven't, Judah.
No,
They
they
haven't.
haven't. No, you're right. You know, we've all come from different communities, and we can all hold our hands up and say, there's been things that have been said and done that we do regret. Isn't that right, Sagacious?
Yeah.
I think. Are you sleeping?
So I
But
was actually watching chat at that particular time. I was
Right.
trying to
Okay,
listen and,
okay,
and look at the
I'll
chat at the
turn
same
them off.
time.
I'll
Bloody
turn them
hell.
off.
She's working me hard today.
Look,
Right.
look at Barky. All get on with your backstabbing community.
and I
Brilliant.
think if people enjoy your channels, which they do, right? They're going to ignore these people. And if any of them come in, they'll just get booted and blocked. But all the subs off your channels, of anybody's channel really, they have to give, they have to say, right, CJ and Laurie don't want to carry this on. And, because you don't want to do it anymore. You're finished with it.
Yeah. They're sitting over there acting like their shit don't stink. Why don't they all just come over here and say what they've got to say? It's pathetic.
Because they can't. This is what I keep saying. They can't face us because they know that they're going to be hot back with the things that they've done, and they won't do it. I'm saying to them right now, I will go on a live with any one of you. If I had anything to hide, would I do that?
No.
Why can't you do the same? Because you don't want resolution. You don't want it to stop because it is all that you have got. Why aren't you just having a nice conversation together in your own wee community? Talking about your lives, having a sing-song, having fun. Why aren't you doing that?
They can't. They're obsessed with us. They are obsessed with us. They can't let go. It's like an illness to them. Obsession. Jeez. Better not say jealousy because I go, I've got nothing. They've got nothing for me to be jealous about.
And
so go away.
I think now, if they're not going to get any attention from anyone,
sadly, Judah, that's just doesn't work with these people.
CJ, I think from what I've been reading in the chat, that is exactly what they're planning to do: is stay the fuck away and carry on with their own little community.
Well, thank God. And you don't listen. If that's true, you will never hear me mention any of them ever again. But if it's not true, then I'm telling you, it's a legal road I'm going.
Same. The same.
These are going to cause. I'm not joking now. I'm talking to you, and I know you can hear me. These are affecting my mental health to the point where I am scared. Now, most of my anxiety came from a fear of death. And I don't have that fucking fear anymore. Yous have got me thinking that the best thing I can do to get back at yous is to fucking kill myself. Because
No.
then yous
CJ,
will be held accountable for what yous have done to me.
Oh, CJ, don't upset yourself, pet.
I'm sorry, Drew, and I
I
know,
know,
I
darling.
know it's
I know.
triggering for people, but
No, it's not. I don't
I'm
like to
on
see you
the
like that. Because,
it's disgusting
you
that
know,
they've
really,
trusted that much.
it's got that far. It's got that bad now.
It's been relentless, and every one of them think that they would things done to them when they don't stop for a minute and think, hold on a wee minute. If it's not me getting at CJ, it's
Mhm.
10 other people, and sometimes it's every one of them on the same day. And there's that many fake accounts now uploading videos, and it's just never ending. How people, I'm just a human being.
Of course you are.
I'm not any different for you, Dawn, or you, Mel, or you, Anne. I can't take it. I can't keep taking it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like what I've seen around YouTube lately. And it's running people running from panel to panel, and maybe 10
Mm-hmm.
people on a panel attacking one person,
Yeah, that's
regardless of
bullying.
what we
That's
think.
got to
Yeah,
stop.
it's
What we
bullying.
think of
And
that person,
Oh,
that's not right. I've never liked that.
no.
It's not right. You
And I
know,
tell you something, Julie, I've been guilty of that in the past.
yeah,
And not for quite a while, right? But in the past, over the past, we go back a year, then I did go on panel and I did rant and rave about people and I says what I wanted. And I had 100 people in the chat agreeing with me and whatever. And I know that was wrong, but
but
I
but you were in your own
learned
panel.
from that. And
But
and
yeah, but you were in your own panel. You were in your own channel.
aye.
Right, that's different. If 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 you're sitting up in your channel and you've got a voice and you want to use it, that's fair enough, right?
But the problem was that sometimes the people I was talking about didn't have a platform.
Right. But the problem
Then
is this running to here, there, and everywhere, gathering up people, and I've seen it in the last couple of weeks, and it's not good.
not
And they
fair.
know who I'm talking about.
I've got to, sorry, I do have to, I did go click back in. Epic Joe Productions. This is
Oh
what
yeah.
I've got to read it out. This
Well,
is,
I know them.
yeah, CJ, question mark, question mark, question. Did you tell Laurie you wanted to be rid of her directly before you joined the new community?
Did I tell Laurie I wanted to be rid of her? Well, Laurie did her.
No.
Right. There you go, Epic Joe.
And
I
Oh,
never woke up one day and said, oh, let's have a look at communities I could join. Oh, there's a nice one, I'll pick that. A subscriber messaged me about Natasha Cooper and says, have you seen this woman, CJ? And I says, no. And I went and had a look and I thought, oh my God. And then it's like a rabbit hole because Natasha Cooper talks about Dorothy. So then you go and look at Dorothy's channel and then you go and
yeah,
look at Granny's channel. And that's what happened. And then I made a video alive talking about Natasha. And then word just gets about and you meet other people. It's not a conscious, I'm going to join a community. For God's sake, grow up.
mm,
yeah. It's. I honestly don't know what they want, but they're not going to get what they want from you. You're going to be here. You've got your channels. Laurie, you've got so much to think about with your book.
mm-hmm.
CJ, you just want to bob along in your own channel, do your own wee skits and you don't really want to be involved in all this other nonsense, do you?
No, I don't want to fight
No.
with anybody. I want to
No,
make my content on my channel.
I think that would be great. I think that would be great.
I want people to think if they're coming onto my channel, then it's just for entertainment. It's not. I
Yes.
don't want to be a drama channel.
No. And I get that. And I'm the same. I don't like it. I don't listen to I just don't listen to it. And that helps me. I'm in my own bubble.
Aye,
Because it's not healthy listening to that.
I mean,
Um,
even when I made videos about Natasha, they were light-hearted. It was songs and things like that. I tried not to go super nasty. I've never mentioned Natasha's family. I've never went that deep. I've spoke about things that are out there in the public eye.
I know that, but you now want to just do your thing
Aye.
on your channel, and have a good time. And whoever wants to be in there should show you the respect if they love you and like you as a creator, not to bring any shit
I've got to be
and
honest
start
with you,
any crap.
Julia, I don't see that in my chat.
No,
When
no, no.
people are
I'm
in
not
my
saying you
chat,
do. I'm
they,
not saying that.
but they seem, but because 99% of the time, it is just having a sing song and a
Yeah,
laugh.
it is. Yeah.
So there's
Can I
not.
read a comment from Reborn 1988? It says, CJ, you brighten up all our nights and make us laugh when in reality we wanted to cry. We love you,
Aw.
CJ.
And can I just say, Reborn's been with me for 3 years.
Oh,
So if I was the big bad monster that they make out,
I know.
you know what I mean? Thank you, Reborn. Thank you.
And you have a great channel, CJ. And you just want to concentrate on doing what you're doing. You're singing, a bit of crack, a few skits, and stay out of the drama.
Yes.
And I think after the last couple of days, you're not going to be bobbing about in channels.
No, I'm actually, do you know, Jamie, who was in here, he's probably out left, but Jamie says to me that, see, Jamie was a victim of not all of them, but a lot of these same women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he would say to me that he was scared to go on lives because when he went on lives, it just opened the door for others to come in and attack him. And that's really where I am
Yeah.
at the minute.
Yeah. You know, and if people want, look, there's
Oh,
always
he's
going
still
to be,
here. Hi, Jamie.
there's still going to be panels.
Hi,
There's still
Jamie.
going to be drama. But, you know, some people want the drama, and that's grand, but a lot of people don't. Dorothy, how are you feeling? You better not be sleeping, girl.
I think she's asleep.
No, I'm
Dorothy.
eating spaghetti. I'm listening to the whole.
Eating spaghetti.
Oh, you're eating. I actually thought you said you were making spaghetti.
No, I had to get it out of the pan. It was already cooking. I overcooked it a little, but I'm still eating it. Who cares? I'm hungry.
Susie,
spaghetti
see,
with
that's
meat
my
sauce.
accent. Or is that woman? I say woman. What do you say, CJ?
Women.
We're only across the water, really, are we?
Woman.
How are you using it?
Woman.
A woman.
Woman.
Woman is
No, listen to you,
right?
Laurie. You say it nice.
It's
With me English. With me English accent.
It's your English accent. You're Brummy. You're
I'm
Brummy.
not. I'm not a Brummie. Don't
Oh.
call me a Brummie. I'm from Cov.
Oh, where are you from?
Cov. Coventry.
Oh, Coventry.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what it means.
Situation. Gwen laughs at me when I talk about situation.
Situation, guy.
Situation. Situation.
And London. Where the hell's London? She
I
means
was talking
London.
the other night. Now I was talking about London. Salacious was saying, where's London?
Oh, that's not that far from me, Sarah. Up the road, up the M1.
Lorraine, can
My
I just
son
say,
lives in London, hey?
can I just say, you know what? See, from this point on, we're just going to show that we're better people.
We are
Yes.
better people than them.
But we're going to show it, right? We're going to say, let's say to all them over there right now, we wish you well.
Yeah.
We wish you well. We hope that you can get on and have a fantastic little community with each other. And you're not going to. We're just taking the higher road. We're just going to be better.
Yeah. You take the high road and we'll take the higher road.
Oh, the higher road.
I'll be in Scotland, Texas before.
I'll be in Ireland, Texas. Oh my God. But I think, you know, like I certainly feel a lot happier tonight.
Yeah.
And I've narrowed down my channels now.
Oh,
I mean, I
Yeah,
have. I'm not
I-
dipping
Well,
out.
I asked CJ earlier if she feel a little bit better, and said yes. I didn't ask Dorothy. Dorothy, do you feel a little bit better about the situation now?
Oh yes, that's absolutely. And I already made that video private.
Thank you.
Dot.
thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh,
Jesus, you know something? I'm telling you, the Northern Ireland Peace Agreement of 1998 couldn't have been any bloody harder than this. But yous are great. No, yous are great.
You've missed your calling, Jora.
No.
You want to take Coffee and Anne's job?
Oh, I
You
tell
should-
you,
Your every other week should be like a conflict resolution.
I would love that.
yeah, you'd be great. You should do that as a channel, Jura. That'd be really.
But then there isn't really anybody. Who else is fighting that would want me to?
Everybody.
I'm sure there's freaking the community will go on and
Endless.
aye.
You know, look, we're not going to like everybody, and they're not going to like us, and that's okay.
Coffee.
My advice.
It's a coffee.
Yeah.
No,
Coffee.
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 Gonna have coffee.
And I said to Helen yesterday, don't be going looking at channels. Ignorance is really bliss.
Oh, I agree. Right.
And then
It'll
you can't hear your name.
It'll drive you crazy if you
Yeah.
look at everything. It will. It'll keep you up at night. That's why I never go look.
It is really, really hard.
It's the best
Because
way.
then when you do look and then you see
I know that.
lies or whatever being said, you feel like you have to address it.
Yeah, but the people that want to believe those lies, there's nothing you're going to say to ever convince them otherwise. There's people that you could show them absolute proof beyond a shadow of a doubt, and they'll find a reason to criticize it. You just have to accept that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Let them lie. I mean, you're not going to change it. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. You're going to drive yourself mad.
Yeah.
You know?
I tell you, I would some really like emails from people, not getting at any, like telling me their story about the abuse they've went through online. And it's really sad when you see it, like how much people suffer, and I don't know. I wish there was something that could be YouTube. It's not just YouTube; it's every social media platform has it. But people, and I know it's a cliche, but people do need to be kinder. They just need to be kinder.
Well, and then
I think that's absolutely right.
Yeah, even in this
Sorry,
community,
Dorothy.
we have subscribers that are afraid to be in certain chats. They're changing their account name so that they can chat in certain chats. Creators shouldn't be looking where subscribers are and ever penalizing them for that. That is not okay. And
I don't agree with that either. I really don't.
I have people in my chat and a moderator that goes into Granny's chat, and they're part of that. I'm fine with that.
Of course.
They are just well, they're not just, they're a moderator. It's Christy. I adore her. Just because she enjoys that content too doesn't make me not like Christy. But certain creators cannot separate that. It would not be allowed if one of their moderators came into my chat and was hanging out and being friendly. It just wouldn't be allowed. It's unfortunate.
Well, but that's
we don't own subscribers. We don't own anybody.
No, and I think subs have to make that decision themselves.
Yeah.
You go where you want to go. And I do keep saying this. Be consistent. If I'm in a chat and it starts to get a wee bit, say, against somebody that I like, I just pop out. I drop out.
Mm-hmm.
I just drop out. And you will not see me commenting. Now, if I started to interact with them people, then that's different. Then I'm not being consistent.
Why are you confused, guys?
Why?
I
probably confused you.
I mean, I don't blame you. I'm in a constant state of confusion these days.
Well, I think we've probably been more clear today than we have been in a wee while.
Yeah. I'm
That
real
everybody kinda
confused about
knows.
this. I mean, like with them lot, you know, I'm always confused.
Well, no, you're not. Well, you're never. Well, I'm never going to say never because I think there has to be some resolution there too down the line.
Well, listen, they all know I'm up for resolution. They know me. And
Yeah, I know that.
that's why that when they say that they're victims, that's just not true.
And I agree, Kels, things do need to stop.
Did you say rectum? What did she say?
What?
What did you say? I can't understand her accent. Up to what? What was the last sentence you said, CJ?
Uh, uh,
Oh,
Brain
okay. Oh
fog.
my gosh, you have a memory like me.
my memory is fried.
Me too.
Mine. I don't even remember.
We're awful.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
Rectum. I don't think we were talking about ours.
She said that's what I heard. Maybe my mind's in the gutter.
No, look, I'll tell you, Dorothy shouts at me, I can't understand your accent.
I know it's.
And let's be honest, Dorothy herself has got a lovely dulcet, soft voice. Haven't you, Dorothy?
I do. Well, it's smoking all the meth I'm smoking, you know.
I mean, that's not nice either. Dorothy has got it from all angles, right?
I am.
To take an attack
Hi,
on
Amma.
Mary, it's just so pathetic.
But Dorothy,
It's really
you
like
have a skin on you, like, the only thing that gets Dorothy, right?
now if I started yelling so and so's on meth, oh, I would be the devil reincarnated. But everybody understands. We understand why you think that way or you're saying those things about her. It's just so bizarre to me. It's like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
But Dorothy,
I'm held to this much higher standard for some reason.
I think
My child's attacked and I say things back and I'm the bad guy.
no children. I have to say,
The child. Who
yeah.
would I threatened anybody's child? Give me a break.
I think children should be off limits completely.
It should be. My child should have never been mentioned.
No.
And then
Anybody's child should never be mentioned.
No one's kids should be brought into it. And I've had my kids brought into it time and time and time again. There was an account called Doxy Fizzle that was made, and it did a video accusing the Reeses of having stuff on their computers, accused me of that my ex was how we had our kids taken off us because my ex. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking disgusting. And then CJ had been letting men touch a child. It was vile, absolutely vile.
Jesus.
And like,
And there's a woman over there.
And they're sitting there calling us the bullies. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking pathetic.
Oh my God.
And there's a woman over there that says that I was that account. An account that said I let strange men abuse my baby, my daughter was a baby.
Oh,
And she's adamant, screams it everywhere that it was me.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Now, what would be
Well,
the
I
possible
proved it the
motive?
other day that it couldn't have been.
What kind of idiot thinking that that anybody would ever say that about their own daughter? Unbelievable.
I know. I mean, like,
Unbelievable.
that's evil. No, that's just pure
Yeah.
fucking evil. And I don't swear much, but that is fucking evil.
Oh,
Some people think they're detectives, Stuart, that they know everything. Oh, look at us.
What's that? Hi, I just rode in from Coventry to support my girl on panel.
Lady Godiva. Yes, Mr. Shannon Knight.
Oh, it's had Mr. Shannon.
One night, I think Mr. Shannon Knight came into a chat. Obviously, they weren't really aware of who he was. And he just got blocked. And we were going, no, that's Mr. Shannon.
Yeah.
And I think people should, moving on, like people should respect that you don't want any of this crap.
Dude,
And there's not going to be battles every day between you and Dorothy. It's sorted, peeps.
No, I'm not
So
going to
no
be
little
fighting
digs.
Dorothy. No.
CJ needs peace. Dorothy wants to move on. Laurie needs peace. Just
I just want to make it very clear where I stand, right? Because
Right?
I need everybody to hear it.
Okay.
I don't want to fight with anybody. I don't have grudges against anybody. I'm really, if you're expecting me to get involved or I'm not doing it. I've had it for too long. And to be honest with you, I can't mentally cope with it. I'm being honest.
Well, you're
I
not
can't.
built for the drama community, CJ. You're honestly not. You are entertaining. You
I just want to,
have entertainment. I am a drama channel, so I'm always going to be doing the clapback. It's just what my channel was built on. You do have entertainment. You're creative. And people love it. I think when you did the videos of you sitting on the recliner, I about choked on my Diet Coke. Those are great. People love those.
You see, Julia and I's got a wee idea up our sleeve, haven't we, honey?
Yes, we have.
Julia.
We have. And I laughed. If anyone would like to go to CJ's wish list,
Oh,
there-
no, I've
that's
ordered
going to
them.
am I going to give the game away?
I've ordered them. I've
Oh, have
ordered
you?
them.
What?
Yeah.
There's going to be CJ's got a new, let's see, a new character coming.
Oh.
Really? Not
Oh, this sounds
Touchy Toes?
exciting.
I'm excited.
And I think lots of people may know this character, but we're going to do a reveal one night, aren't we, CJ?
Yes.
I
yes,
intend to interview them,
Yes.
and it's going to be a bit of fun. And yeah, it's going to be a skit. But
It
Fun.
should be fun.
I think we need a wee bit of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Definitely.
Kenny, I haven't got a potty mouth. I swore tonight because I am disgusted at them people saying them terrible things about their children. Oh my goodness, it's
Oh, Kenny, I've got the full on
You're
potty
trying
mouth
to.
now.
no, Kenny's only joking.
Have I used the C word tonight?
You said Kelly.
I
No.
haven't, have I?
No.
Wow, that's an actual thingy for me. I haven't used the C word.
No, that's good.
I know. See this, see that, you see, you this, you see that.
Ah,
Well, I'm going to be honest.
It is more acceptable in certain parts of the
Oh,
world.
in Ireland, and I'm going to be honest,
It is.
especially in the Republic, it's just like saying goodbye. It's in every, other word.
There's
Yeah.
my dad, my dad swore, but that was one word that he would never ever have used. So if he had ever heard me saying it, like he's been dead 33 years, but if he had ever heard me saying it, he would have washed my mouth out with soap and water. My mum tells me off all the time.
Hey, Kim.
My mum tells me off all the time when I'm in the car. I'll go, oh fuck. She goes, "Really, fuck." You know, when I'm driving, oh fuck. And she'll go, stop swearing. Stop swearing.
I have to say, one person that did surprise me a couple of weeks ago was Sagacious.
Me.
You went on a wee rant.
What?
Oh yes, I do now and again.
Oh yes.
Sometimes it comes out. Sometimes it comes out. I try not to.
I was
If
like,
I swear in
whoa.
front of my grandchildren, my granddaughter goes,
Was that
language?
the one when you had all them fake accounts coming in?
Probably could have been.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was
get
like,
feisty.
Sagacious.
I was like, ooh.
It was like, F this and F that, and you F her, you can F off. And I thought, good on you, girl.
Sagacious, when you've got that.
Oh no, I'll tell you what, Laurie,
crap.
I remember now, it was because someone had said something about my children, and you know what you said earlier? As soon as you think of your children, literally, I turn into not a person that I like.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just normal. If someone's, I remember it now. Someone had spoken about my children and my parenting, and that I was an irresponsible grandparent or something, and I was fuming. So that's why it did come out that day.
Live, to be fair, that I was in there. But do you know what? I'm exactly the same, and CJ, when I lose my shit the worst, when is it? When is it? Because someone has mentioned my kids or
Kids.
Yeah.
something, or my
Right.
parenting.
Well,
That is when I
you'd
really
say the
lose
same
my shit.
about me, wouldn't you?
Because I know I'm a fucking brilliant mother.
Right.
Yeah.
She is a brilliant mother. I mean, there's
And I
I
no,
said
know,
the
I
same,
mean,
and I have no qualms
yeah.
of saying it. I have no qualms of saying it. I'm a really good mum and a really good
Yeah.
grandpa, grandma, and they are my world. So, yeah, I did get cross about that.
Well, nobody has
Yeah.
the ability to see inside your home from YouTube. So to
No.
presume you think you know what type of parent somebody is, or even when I was being attacked as a parent, my son was at my sister's for the weekend, and I'm being attacked as a neglectful mother because I'm on YouTube. It's how do you know where my son is? How do you know what I'm doing or who's watching him? He was over my
Mm.
sister playing with his cousins, and I'm being called a neglectful mother.
No, that shouldn't ever happen.
It's
And I've seen those
ridiculous.
comments.
It was
I have seen those
disgusting.
comments. I think we've all seen them, and it's not right.
No, it's all right.
Sorry, CJ, you were saying earlier that moving on, you don't want, what were you saying? You don't want any drama brought to you either.
No,
Good.
I just want to, I just want to, um, I just want to come on YouTube to make videos, and that's it. That's really it. I just, you know what I mean? I've had all of that. I'm done with it all.
Yeah.
I keep my circle very, 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 very small.
And if people care about you, they won't send you the drama. And I want to put that on subscribers too.
Yeah, I
To
agree.
please asking you
I was
to
going to say that, Dorothy. If you really care about people, don't show them the shit because it's upsetting.
Yeah.
it's going to get her worked up. And I swear to God, some people do that because they have an agenda.
I
CJ.
agree.
And
I
those are
Right.
get them away.
Mhm.
They're trying to get you into it. They want you to lose your patience, have an outburst, right? Because
Right.
somebody has said something. They screenshot it and brought it right to your front door. And if they didn't do that, you wouldn't have known.
Wouldn't have known. Mhm.
Right.
Oh, Jude, you must have lots of women shouting at you and swearing at you.
And
Bless
somebody
you.
else's fight is not your fight or my
Mm.
fight, right?
No.
And you don't have to get involved. You can step back and say, nothing to do with me. I'm just going to, and that's okay too.
That's right. And
Yeah. My friend's daughter's training to be a midwife. She's in her second year.
Oh,
She's the same school year as Lydia.
So she's going to go to people's homes and help them give birth.
Well, either at home or in the hospital.
Oh, they allow midwives to do that in the hospital?
Yeah.
Not in America. We have to
Yeah.
use. Well, you could use a midwife in a birthing center.
You only call
hospitals.
doctor. Yeah, when you like. I've had 4 in the hospital, and all the way through my sort of like labour, it's been the midwife that's been there. If something happens, like with Connor, Lydia, Eva, and Connie, like the doctor has been called in, like the consultants and that, to help deliver.
Right.
But majority of the time, the midwives deliver the babies in the hospital.
Wow.
Mm.
Have you ever
And
watched
obviously the
anybody?
birthing centres and stuff.
Have
and
you ever
Gina's
watched?
daughter is going to be, Gina, our lovely Gina Rabina,
Hi,
her youngest
Gina.
daughter is in her 3rd year.
Oh, wow. Do you know what? I wanted to be a midwife, and then I thought, nah, fuck that. It's too much responsibility. Oh my God.
Give birth, and
Yeah.
I could never do that for a living. I'd panic. I would
Oh,
panic.
I was under a consultant though, Jude, with all 4 of mine.
Oh,
But it was the midwife that like would have been there through all my labour and would have delivered if I didn't get into difficulty. But most women, just the midwife would deliver the baby. But yeah, my kids were just nice big porkies. They actually got
Oh.
bigger and then smaller. Connor was £9.
shut up.
and half an ounce.
Oh,
Lucy, my daughter was £10
Yeah,
now.
Lydia was £10.
Whoa!
Lydia was
Yeah.
£10. She was forceps delivery, and she
No
was face
way.
up. Connor
Well,
was face up. He was Von Tooth delivery. I had to go down to theatre for him. Eva, I would say, was probably my easiest.
what was her?
But she was face up. They were all born stargazers. They're supposed to be born face down, but they were born all
I
face
never
up.
knew that. Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah,
had
and then
C-section.
Connie was born with the cord wrapped around her neck.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
no.
she got into distress.
That,
She
Well,
got into distress.
Lucy,
CJ, £10 spots, £10 straight or £10.
£10 dead on. No.
Yeah, Lydia was £10 dead on.
And
Oh,
but I had
But do you know
to.
what?
cross your legs.
I knew she was going to be small as an adult because her feet were tiny.
Really?
She had these tiny little feet,
How
but she
cute.
was this big porky baby. But that she had these tiny, dinky little feet.
Wow, Julie said she had hers baby at 28 weeks, but Ange, she told me a story about hers, and she did 26 weeks, and her baby was very small, but did very well. Like, really did well. Even being that small was super strong. It's a very inspirational story. But
Yeah,
imagine even at 28 weeks. I don't know what 500 and something grams translates to.
Oh,
yeah.
It's about £1,
That's
Dorothy, I
amazing.
think.
Yeah, and her baby was strong even at 1 pound. Isn't that
Yeah.
amazing?
See, Lydia's only 5 foot. She's 5'1". She is. She's
I'm
just
still
5 foot.
thinking
She's
this
about half an
£10.
inch smaller than me, but she is small. Do you
Me
know what I mean?
too,
She's
Dora. Me too.
£10. That's big now.
Eva
But I am
was
going to say something.
8'9" and Connie was 8'7".
When
Well, just
you
to
have your own
join in, mine was
kids.
£7.15. Wait a minute. My babies.
Sorry, you have
£7.15 and £8.8.
Wow.
Sizes. Both of mine were 5. One was 5'10" and 5'13". But
God,
I had to have
tiny. Gotta
C-sections.
pop them out.
Well, would you say about popping them out?
Yeah.
But you know something?
My daughter got really upset with me once. Sorry, Dora.
Why?
Because she was with a group of friends. She was a teenager. You know what teenagers like to get upset over anything.
Oh, yeah.
And I got this random phone call. They're all about 14 or something like that. And I got this random
Right.
phone call. And I went, what you thought? She was out with her mates. What? What's so important? What did I weigh when I was born, Mum? I said £8.8. Why? She went, bloody hell, I'm the biggest out of all my mates. She was so upset.
They get
She got ribbed.
embarrassed
She
about
got ribbed for it
everything.
for ages.
Teenagers
But I
get
think
embarrassed.
being a grandmother, waiting to be a grandmother, has probably been the most worrying. I think you want nearly to do it for them.
Right. I'm sure. I can't wait to be a grandmother.
Oh, and the nerves
I love
sitting
being
up
a
all
grandma.
night and worrying because you know what they're going through.
Mm.
And when it's like
I'll tell
3
you a
hours,
little
4 hours,
secret.
5,
Because
oh,
with my eldest granddaughter, obviously my daughter was very young when she had her, so I was basically co-parenting really, and I was helping a lot. Obviously, she's very young. My grandson, get this, I haven't changed a nappy once, and he's 7 months. Not once.
wow.
I know. I just get the fun stuff. I get hugs and cuddles and.
Oh. See, that's what I want when I've got grandkids. Just say, there you go.
I agree.
Nappy needs changing and
Yep.
back.
Jura holds her grandbaby just close to her chest and enjoys every minute of it. I get so jealous. I'm like,
I know I do.
She
I've
does.
got-
She enjoys it.
I've got a little ginger and a little black-haired one.
Oh.
And they're so different. It's hilarious. But I must admit, I enjoy seeing them come, but I also enjoy seeing them go.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't be doing all that trumpery, as I call it. Things have changed so much from back in my day, and I'm only 50.
Yeah.
But, you know, like tummy time, gym time, and they're only like weeks old. Head time. all this crack. I thought, what the hell's all this?
Can I make you ladies just notice something that the chat, when
Yeah.
we were starting this, was, I think it hit over 200. But once it starts calming down and there's peace involved, do you see
Yeah.
how people are just like, oh, that's boring?
That's so
Yeah.
true.
So sad. But people really don't want a kinder, nicer community.
Mm.
It's unfortunate. That is
You know,
the
I
truth.
think you're right.
People love drama. That's why certain people keep things going, because they love drama.
And you'll
Yeah.
see the ones who stuck in chat who wanted this to
But
be
it's the
what it is.
it's the people not involved that love the drama because they're looking on, so it doesn't affect their feelings. They're like they're laughing, but the people involved, it does affect your feelings, and it can be very, very hurtful.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's entertainment when it's not about you.
And you know, too, country, when you put out some of your creative content, it doesn't get the attention or reaction. Or if you're
No.
talking more calmly and just trying to have a chit chat with your supporters, it doesn't get the 300-400s in the
No,
chat.
definitely not.
And the more you're screaming or yelling, the more people are even throwing super chats at you. They're like encouraging it. Yeah, go girl. Yeah, get them, girl. It's just people really don't want a nicer, kinder community. But we are in the drama community and country. I don't think you realized as much when you stepped into this. It was going to be a lot of talking about each other and getting toxic.
I
That's
don't think she did.
community. It
No,
is.
I thought it was I thought it was true crime, but
No, not even close.
True crime.
People are
It
trying
is
to
nearly.
do crime, but this is not crime.
what I thought was that it had been true crime, and then Natasha had done things that made people angry that spoke about Natasha. I had no idea that there was the history and there was as many people involved. Every day you're hearing new names. It's crazy. It is crazy.
Right.
No, Megan, this is definitely not the true crime community.
No.
That's wrong. The true crime community is people that
Don't
like
get involved in the
stories.
drama at all.
Yep.
Yeah, they only like crazy
They
crime.
do lives. They don't do lives. They
Crime
don't touch them.
channel. I love Plunder. That's a true
Yep.
crime channel. Unmasked. I love that.
Yes.
That's a good true crime channel. Those are true crime. They just don't get involved in this petty drama.
But it's not, Megan. It really isn't. If you look, who saw the two girls? The really big ones. That have got money?
Eleanor O'Neill.
Yep.
Oh, she's amazing.
And there's
Eleanor
another one
O'Neill.
I've been watching lately. Is
What
it
did you say? I
Emma
didn't
Kenny?
What's it called?
Yes.
Stephanie Hollow's really good. I love
Stephanie
that.
Harlow.
This is
Right,
Monster.
Jamie.
Who?
Who's the other girl that sits and
Night,
does her makeup?
Jamie.
Oh, I forget her name. I love her.
Oh, Dorothy loves her. I remember you saying
I
before.
can't remember her name. Oh, she sits there. She comes on with a real bare face. She puts her whole face on. She's amazing at makeup, and she's telling
Yes.
you a crime channel. I mean, a crime story. And I think Stephanie Hollow gets into the details of cases that you don't normally hear. She really does her research. And
Christina Randall.
yes, that's her. Yes.
Bailey Sarin. It's
Yeah,
Bailey Sarin.
Bailey.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Oh, I've heard of him.
That chapter. Now, Michelle After
I
Dark.
love
Oh
that
my God.
chapter.
Michelle After Dark.
Guys, listen to True Crime Brewery. It's a husband and wife. He's a doctor. I don't know what she is. It's Jill and Dick are their names. They are amazing. It's a podcast. It's on YouTube, though. It's called True Crime Brewery, like a beer brewery, where they make beer. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
It's an amazing channel, guys. Amazing. I love them. They really.
I like. Is it Keith Morrison? No, have I got that
Yes,
right?
Well,
Dateline.
he's Dateline. He's amazing.
Dateline. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my true crime, but if
Kendall Ray.
I want to listen to true crime, proper true crime, I go by my podcasts.
Yeah,
Or
podcast.
people that don't do lives.
Yeah.
Good. I've heard one really good true crimer, and he said, doing a live and having a chat is like having a pit of demons. I wouldn't entertain it.
The
It's
more
nasty,
I go
nasty.
on to it, the more I say to myself not to do lives. Honestly, just make videos, because when you go live, you open a door kind of thing to anything really.
Yeah. Oh, you do?
But I mean,
But
it depends what you want your channel to be. I mean,
Yeah.
there is I mean, the drama community, let's not kid ourselves on, is huge on YouTube, and it can be very successful. And if you're the type of person that you can cope with it and you doesn't affect you mentally, then there's an audience there, a huge audience there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think if you're going to do true crime, you can only do true crime and do it good
Yeah.
and not have drama.
Well, that's the crama community is the drama. And then,
Oh, right, yeah,
no,
yeah.
then they try to throw in a true crime. That's crama. That's the new genre, apparently.
Oh.
You know, Natasha's. She put out a video today, like warning me. You better
Oh,
watch out, Dorothy.
oh.
I don't know what to
Oh
say.
yeah, I did watch that.
Oh.
I said, Dorothy's getting roasted.
Again,
Obviously, I was really angry with you, and I was like, CJ,
Good, get her. Yeah, you were probably get her, Natasha. Get her.
But
I can't understand why it's Dorothy's fault that Christiane went on Dorothy's channel. I don't see how that can be Dorothy's fault.
Well,
It was Christiane's choice, surely.
Christiane had Natasha's blessing the week and a half, 2 weeks before. And I don't understand. And Natasha even popped into the channel to support Christiane when she was supposed to be on, remember? She came in for a few minutes.
Mhm.
So what was the problem? She didn't think she had to run it by her again. I find it offensive that a woman in her 40s has to ask anybody permission to go anywhere, to tell you the truth. But I can see Natasha's side of it too, that she feels betrayed.
Apparently, they were saying that Christiane's 50.
Yeah, she's close. Yeah, she's in her like
What?
40s.
No,
Yeah,
Save the Drama the other night said she's actually 50.
she
Believe it.
looks gorgeous.
She looks about 25.
No kidding. And her hair, she has the hair
Wow.
like a teenager. Because as we get older, our hair gets thinner and stuff. Her hair is so beautiful.
I thought she was only like a young girl.
No,
So
she's
is that.
Wow. Do you know what? There's a woman on TikTok, and you'd only think she was in like her 20s, and she's 50, and she looks amazing.
Right.
And I see Jen Lou has popped in. Hello, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Right, I have something to say, actually.
Oh.
No. I cannot tell you how many times people comment to me, do you know who Jen Lou is? Or Smida? And I say, yeah, I do. Yeah. They come from True Sideboard.
Yeah.
So what? So be it. They're all nice girls.
Well,
Lovely
people
girls.
kind of insult. Like, look at her. She's friends with Dr. B.
Wow.
Get over it, ladies. This was years ago now. I just can't be
Dorothy,
thrown.
I wouldn't, you know what?
No, it's just so immature. It's like, please, they're good girls. They're nice to me. What do you want me to do? Hate on them for something about a creator that we don't even touch on? That we've agreed not to even talk about it. That's
Never
how
heard of them.
adult we're being. We don't agree on that person, so let's avoid it. But we have an appreciation for
Yeah.
each other.
And we can do that. We can actually do that. And I reflected on things that I've said in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologized where I had to.
Yeah. We've been nasty.
And ridiculous. And yeah, I get it. And I will say the word case studies, great content. Jen Lou is a lovely girl.
She's hilarious too.
And so be it.
Well, that's a true crime channel, I would say.
Yes,
because
it is.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
I
it is.
know. Was Jen new on my channel earlier?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Probably, yeah, she.
JD, that's fine. Nobody has to be all fans of the one. That's fine. But we don't need told. I don't need to be reminded. And I have been reminded, I don't know how many times.
Me too.
I get it. You've got, we get it. I also see people that chat to other people that I don't like, but I wouldn't dream of saying, oh, do you know who that is or what they've done? We need to move forward from all this, I think. We're not really any better.
No. Amy, I don't take offense because, listen, Natasha, let's look at the logistics of it. She doesn't have Granny talking about her anymore. She doesn't have Country Joe getting at her anymore. So what else was she going to have to talk about this week to have content? It was obviously going to have to be me and the Christiane situation. So it's part of being in the drama community. I'm her content for the week. I accept that. It doesn't offend me. I understand it's part of the game. If she's warning me, I don't know what she's warning me about. Okay. I haven't aggressive. I mean, sorry, I have opinions, and just like she has opinions. I don't go warn her though. You better watch out. I mean, come on.
Did you watch it?
No, but I did see the title was like a.
I was watching a little bit, and she was just bashing you about
Thank you, Barky.
shit and about having Christiane on and stuff like that. Basically.
Good night, Barky.
Night, sweetheart. Night,
Good night,
Barky. Speak to you in the morning, darling.
But Jen Lou, like, if you really want to get into the court aspect of some of these cases, we sit there and watch testimony, and we poke fun a little bit about people's hairstyles, but we really do get into how the proceedings and how the defense is going and how the prosecution is working their case. It's quite in-depth and fascinating. If you enjoy true crime, you want to get into the court aspect of it too. I love watching court proceedings. I think
JD,
it's interesting.
you know what? I stepped away when there was things done that really made me uncomfortable with AD. And Sagacious and Dorothy both know what I'm talking about, don't you, lady?
Yes.
I'm sitting on my hands and being very, very good.
Because nobody's
It's
been
okay calling everybody. It's okay making a video and a wee clap back and
right.
it,
Thank you.
but it went too far.
It did. It went real life
It
stalking.
went real life on AD, and I don't agree with that.
No, I don't either.
I can't agree
He's
with
a
that.
man in his 60s. He has a right to go play poker without YouTube following him there and playing the televised coverage and showing the hotel he's at. That went too far.
Yeah, it did.
In my opinion.
We
Good
wouldn't,
night, little bit.
we wouldn't have liked that done on us.
No.
I get
No,
that.
no,
I'm not
no.
a fan. I'm not saying I'm a fan and I don't support him for God's sake.
No,
But
me
what
neither.
I'm saying is there's boundaries, and I think we overstepped them boundaries.
You got to remove the people out of it. Remove the people and say, is that behavior okay? Is following a man, an elderly man, he's elderly, he's in his 60s, over 65, he's going to be like 67 now, no? To where he's going to play cards and showing his hotel when there's some crazy, sick-minded people who might go and assault him.
Oh, that's not right.
It's
No,
not
it's
CJ,
right.
is it really?
No.
You know, it just got all out of control. And, you know, you had to step back and think, this isn't right, you know. This really isn't right.
If that was your father or your husband, you wouldn't want that done to him.
No.
And the people hate him like they have a genuine hate, like they have for Natasha. It's
I
No.
love, now I'm not going to lie, I love when he goes on a rant.
Yeah.
And he knocks down the green screen, and he does this and he does
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We can all have a laugh and a bit of a joke.
the bookcase behind him when he
With the bookcase, yes.
it was so rippled and crooked. Oh, you're gonna get a kick out of it. It's almost like a
Night, Jan.
Night,
You know,
Jan.
Night, Jan. But I think, you know, that's a different doing a clap back, and that's okay. But it's overstepping the mark. It's just like what happened to CJ, or you, Dorothy, you, Laurie. It's when it's stepping over to real life, it has to be stopped.
Gina, yes, he showed his ass, remember?
Oh my God, the crank.
Night, Jude.
Oh my God.
Night, Jude.
Good night, Jude.
There's content for days with AD.
Yeah, like look at Jen Lou saying, I wasn't even around for that time.
She
But
wasn't.
people are going to try to hold her accountable for it.
Yeah.
And listen, we've already agreed that I don't agree with the insider stuff. I've already said that to her. But we've agreed that not to ever discuss it because we have different opinions on it.
Yeah.
But I like Dr. B as a person. And I know that she's helped one of my friends figure out who went real life and got her full legal name out there. Dr. B helped a friend of mine figure that all out. So she does good things too. She's not a bad person. Because
And I
she's
You know, I think everybody can have their differences, and I'm not taking that away, right, from anybody. But for me, I didn't agree with what happened at the end. It wasn't right, and I had to reflect on my behaviour, like we all do on here,
Yeah.
you know. And
It was a gang of channels getting together, coordinating, organizing to go after one creator. That's bullying, and
Mhm.
that's
That's
organized.
wrong.
And
Aye.
how intense that really drove him nuts too. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at it as a man, not as what he's done in a case. I'm taking that part out of it and looking.
and it's now gone to the solicitors.
Yeah, let them handle it.
Let them handle it.
Yeah.
And you know, I think we've seen the hurt from all of yous that have been affected by harassment on here.